Atlanta is a cesspool of debauchery, trash culture, and nigga shit. When I think about Atlanta, everything egregious. Like, I'm immediately reminded of everything wrong with our culture and why I would never move there and why I would never move my children there. Some of the worst this planet has to offer resides within the city of ATL. There's always some egregious shit happening in Atlanta, and y'all love fucking going there. Y'all love it. Couple things that come to mind off the top, right? Niggas scamming, niggas and hoes fucking any and everything, men on the down low, so STDs are prevalent, and as a result, it's a state that has one of the highest rates of STDs running rampant in the streets. Shootings, murder, dirty strip clubs, terrible BBLs. Like, I could really spend all day talking about just how much of a shithole the city of Atlanta is. But for the purpose of this video, we're just going to focus on two of them. So I came across this post from TSR, Shade Room, where else, right? And at first I read it and I was like, well, nah, why is she suing? But anyway, we're gonna go through it and we're gonna talk about a couple things, right? Because there's a couple things to talk about here. So the title is Atlanta Mom Claims Restaurant Allegedly Served Alcohol to Children at Her 11-Year-Old Daughter's Birthday Dinner. Now, just from the headline alone, you're probably wondering, well, how in the hell could they mess that up, right? Like, how could the servers even be in a situation where something like this happens, right? But let's read the story. It says an Atlanta mother is seeking answers after a restaurant allegedly served alcohol to young children at her 11-year-old daughter's birthday party. The mother, Soja Perdue, holy hell, what a name, claimed that the incident occurred as she was celebrating her daughter's birthday dinner at the Sugar Factory in Midtown Atlanta on July the 27th. As Perdue and her guests were dining, staff at the Sugar Factory gave out complimentary drinks to celebrate her daughter's birthday bash. The adults were reportedly given alcoholic shots, and the children were given juice, or so she thought. Now, there's a video that goes with this, and let's watch it.
Like, how could they make this mistake?
Perdue recorded this video of her 11-year-old daughter's birthday dinner here at Sugar Factory off Peachtree Street in Midtown Atlanta on Thursday. She tells me the restaurant gave her and her guests complimentary drinks to celebrate her daughter's birthday. Alcoholic shots for the adults and juice for the kids. Well, so she thought.
This tastes really like a shot. Why it tastes really like a shot? I start looking around. I miss looking at my daughter and seeing the other kids. They're making all noise faces like, ugh, I think it has liquor in it. I tell the manager, you know, what happened. And he's looking like disturbed. He's like, oh my God, I told them non-alcoholic shots.
Perdue also sent me this video of them filling out an incident report. You can hear in this video that they recorded an employee admits there was alcohol in the shots.
What's coconut rum, coconut moon, and pineapple juice?
That's what I like rum.
So it's a 0.5 of coconut rum. But I said the facility, nothing should come out of my bar that I'm not aware of. And it should not have been made.
Perdue tells me the restaurant told...
Is there more? Just got cut off. See if there's more. All right, we read through it. We know what's going on. We got the context, right? Somebody said, holy fuck. Hey, y'all are hilarious, man. She said it looks like she would have gave them a drink anyway. Oh, my God. Somebody else said, welcome to Atlanta. Ain't that what I said? Ain't that what I said? Atlanta is a fucking shit fest, bro. All of the most egregious shit ever goes on in Atlanta. If they said, I think it has some liquor in it, that means they've had liquor before. All right. I'm not going to go on and bash this woman as a mother because I don't know her, and I don't know if her children has had liquor or not. But here's the thing. Here's the more important thing that I wanted to talk about just for a moment. If you notice in that video, right, the reason that the servers and the staff were a little confused as to how they could have mistakenly given these children real shots, real alcohol, right, instead of juice, is because these children were drinking out of shot glasses. Why? Why do your children need to pretend or even make believe that they are drinking, that they are taking shots like the adults? Nobody sees that as a problem, right? Nobody sees that as a problem. No one sees that as a problem, that your children are pretending and acting like they're taking alcoholic shots in the first place. Let's start there. That's the fundamental fucking problem here. Why are children pretending that they're drinking alcohol out of shot glasses? Out of shot glasses. You can't make this shit up, bro. There would have never been an opportunity for this to happen with my kids. Right? Would have never had an opportunity for this to happen. Because why in the hell? And see, this just goes back to the fucking trash culture that I always talk about, that I believe we fucking lift up. We praise this shit. Put it on a pedestal. Right? Because there never should have been an opportunity for these kids to be in a situation to where they're pretending or acting as if they're grown enough to drink shots and take shots like the grown-ups. Egregious shit. And then she want to go and run to the news. Oh my God, you fema, oh my God. Look at this person here. For all the people asking why the kids taking pretend shots, do y'all remember the cigarette candy? We played too. Not saying it's right, just saying, yeah, I remember that cigarette candy. One of the worst fucking ideas ever. Says she's not wrong, but kids shouldn't be taking shots of anything. Facts. No one should be taking a shot of anything. That's the fundamental and egregious part to this. That's the fundamental lesson here. Why are your kids pretending as if they're taking shots? Why are we trying to make these kids grow up or feel grown up before it's their time, man? Why? Let kids be kids. Let children be children and stay in the goddamn child's place. Life gonna hit their ass soon enough as it is. Soon enough, life is gonna hit their ass. You ain't gotta, you don't have to be the one to jump in the time machine and fast forward the shit. It's coming. It's coming. Let's move on to the next one, man. I got another video for y'all. Where is it at? It's ATL, fucking course. Here's another Georgia mother. A Georgia mother has filed a lawsuit against a Popeyes location. It's always at Popeyes, right? Of course it's at Popeyes chicken. Well, let me ask y'all a question. I like chicken, right? I love fried chicken, okay? Why is it that when I go to Popeyes, it's always Sharkeisha, and Deasia working at Popeyes with the most terrible, fucked up little attitudes that they could ever possibly have? These little kids, and see, these two videos, they go hand in hand, right? Because you're forcing children to grow up into a mindset of growing up faster than they have to and faster than they need to. And as a result, when they actually do grow up and take on some responsibility, they don't know how to conduct themselves in the public eye now. And then you get situations and cases like when you go to a fucking restaurant, these young kids don't have any fucking hospitality or don't know how to greet customers, right? Because their attitudes are all fucked up. Always at a Popeyes I pull up to. Always at Popeyes. It's the people with the most terrible fucking attitudes. As if you put them in the position to work there. Let's scroll down, man. Let's watch the video first before I read exactly what's happening here, because it says 3 Popeyes employees reportedly leave customer partially bald after she spoke up about receiving the wrong order. Now, that That sounds crazy. But let's watch it first.
She says she is still recovering. Denitra Dawson says in September of last year, 3 Popeyes restaurant employees jumped her while she was in her car in the drive-thru on Cleveland Avenue in Southwest Atlanta and did this to her
While she
and
was in her
beat
car.
and punched her after she tried to get...
Why didn't she pull off? Why didn't she pull off if she was in her car? How you get jumped in your car? I don't understand. Well, she could have been sitting there. She could have been sitting there, and I guess they could have did a reach through. Let's finish watching the video.
to get them to correct her order.
Why me? I didn't even think I was gonna make it back to my kids.
Atlanta police arrived and arrested the 3 employees, the mother who was the manager, and her daughter and niece, and charged them initially with misdemeanors. According to the lawsuit,
So all 3 of these employees were related. She just said a mother and her daughter, and her niece, I believe he said. So all 3 of the employees were related. So you got the whole family working at Popeyes with fucked up attitudes on nigga shit. Women acting like fucking men. Acting like savages and animals. The whole family is working here. Let's finish watching.
Dawson's attorneys just filed in Fulton County. The employees were angry with Dawson because Dawson was just sitting in her car at the window trying to correct the food order. Dawson was slowing down the drive-thru line. And the attorneys say the employees are penalized if they don't keep the drive-thru line moving fast.
Okay. So we got a little bit more context of what's going on. I thought she was sitting in her car in a parking spot. All right. So she's sitting in the car at the drive-thru. And I guess it's not funny. I guess the employee said, you know what? Jesus Christ, look at her head. Holy fuck. I guess the employee said, you know what, B? You holding up the line. You holding up the fucking line. And I'm not about to get penalized and get written up over the fact that you sitting in the line holding shit up. I'm not about to have anything taken out of my check. This is fucked up. Now, I don't believe for a second that this woman was just sitting there in the drive-thru asking nicely for them to correct her order. I don't believe that that's what happened. Could have been, but I don't believe that's what happened. I believe she probably got smart. One of them, either the person in the drive-thru window or this lady right here, got smart and started running off at the mouth, as these women, young women, tend to do these days, because more and more of them have no fucking communication skills or people skills. And then shit just got out of hand. And then as a result, she gets a chunk of hair pulled out, ripped out her head. They snatched one of them braids right out. Holy fuck. And she gets jumped by an entire family that is working there. The mother, the mother's daughter, and a niece. Let's read it. It says, an Atlanta mother is suing Popeyes after an altercation with their employees left her partially bald. The customer spoke up about receiving the wrong order and was met with fists in return. Come on, man. Oh, my God. Hey, who is writing this shit? Who is writing this at the Shade Room, bro? Oh, man. Why would you make that joke like that, bro? When she tried to let them know the employees were furious that she was holding up the line, she was then jumped by the 3 employees there, which happened to all be related. It said she was met with fists in return. All right, but listen. My point is, holy fuck. My point is, when are we going to get away from the fuck shit? When are we going to get away from the nigga shit? Huh? Why are we treating each other like this? Why are there so many employees with fucked up attitudes when you go into these restaurants and when you go into these places where you're trying to get serviced, right? You're trying to be a patron of the business, and you're trying to, spend a little money, and you are met with all these people that have all these terrible attitudes in return, right? As if we chose your job for you, as if we chose your career path. Come on, man. And this is why I do what I do. To help people try to find a better means and alternative to work, because this shit here, I would never be in this situation. For one, I'm not about to argue with nobody through the drive-thru window. That's not going to happen. I'd rather just take my fucked up order and then make a complaint later, which is what she honestly should have did. This is her right here talking. Said they came out of the restaurant. She remains in her car, and their objective is to get her to move her car so that they can keep the line moving, so that they don't get in trouble with Popeyes, their employer. That is not a reason to physically... So let me get this straight. Hold on. Let me get this straight. So the train of thought is, we want her to move the car or else we gonna get in trouble. But y'all didn't think y'all was gonna get in trouble for jumping this lady? That part y'all not worried about. Y'all not worried about police charges, or y'all not worried about being taken to jail and booked on charges and having that shit follow you around on your record for years and years and years, assault and shit. Y'all not worried about that. Y'all worried about the Popeyes manager? Where the fuck are your goals, man? Where y'all out of alignment, bro? There's no way you worried that much about the Popeyes manager to where you are willing to go outside and physically assault a customer for not moving their vehicle. What? What are we talking about? It's the most ridiculous shit ever. A bunch of women ready to act like niggas. Why? One of the employees physically opens her passenger side car door, wow, and enters her vehicle, jumps into her car and begins to attack her. Two other employees, including the manager, open up her car door, and they're all converging on her, beating her, punching her, and scratching her, the attorney explained. This is some crazy shit. You went out to get some chicken and got fists and said, that's wild. We got to do better, man.
What's the word? What's the word? What's the word, nigga? What's the word? What's the word? Yeah. Can't walk in my shoes. It get too dark. You swim with sharks whether you win or lose. They broke my